It's your boy Xpert. I don't even got to introduce this guy, but I will. It's OSU from the Bomber League. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to have you another EA play with a homie.
Yeah.
And now you're really special.
Nah,
because now OSU, we broadcasting with EA, Friday Night Football with Mudhead. A lot of big things going on with OSU. But the first thing I want to talk about, probably the most important thing you got coming up with the Bomber League is we got EA Access Play Tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're doing both sides. We're doing Xbox and PlayStation this year.
Yep.
And we're trying to get 64 on each side.
Trying to. Right now we're saying 32 on PlayStation, but we're really pushing for 64. It's all free to enter. It's all it's going to be during that EA Access period. So the only thing you need to be in the tournament is just an EA Access account, $4.99. And you get to play 10 hours of the game. And then you just got to be able to stream. It's all free to enter. We're giving away over $3,000 worth of prizes. And the best part is it's all for charity. We're raising money once again for Operation Homefront. They help out military families with everything from home repairs to medical bills, things like that. They're a great charity. One of the highest percentage of donations given straight back to the military. And we got a ton of vets. We know you guys love vets.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time. It's July 25th to the 30th.
Yeah, and our number one vet in your league, Bomber, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bomber, the guy that runs Madden Bomber League. And you talked about Operation Homefront. This is the second year with this charity.
Yeah.
And the first year we raised quite a bit of money through this tournament.
Over $5,300.
$5,300. We're trying to get to that 10 grand this year, which would be great. And guys got a chance to win some amazing prizes. Last year we gave away
we had the Saquon Barkley helmet. We had a Michael Jordan autographed jersey.
Michael Jordan jersey was autographed and authenticated, so that was big. A lot more prizes this year.
10 copies of Madden 19 last year. We're hoping to do a couple more this year.
Elgato was involved.
Elgato should be involved. I mean, again, we're going to have just a ton of prizes, and the best part is it's all completely free to enter. So Monday you will be able to register for this tournament. Correct. We're going to put up a big video that details the tournament, some of the finer details. Applications will open on our website. That's at 365.maddenbomberleague.com. And apply early. We do rolling applications. The earlier you apply, the priority you get. So make sure you apply early.
And of course, you know, the homie Xpert will be live in the building with OSU calling games. The very first day we go live, July 25th. I will be in the building, 12-hour stream.
Yep.
Trying to save each other our voices
a little bit
as we try and go through this tournament. But a big thing that the Dynasty and the Madden Bomber League try and be involved with. And I love doing that. All right, but let's talk about why we're here.
Sure.
Madden 20.
This thing right here.
This thing right here, Madden 20.
Yeah.
All right, so you played the game. I got to play. I actually got to play Mo. Mo got me. So
he's pretty good.
I got whacked by Mo's shirt, which I guess that's a win for me.
Mo's really mean to people.
Yeah, I win actually because I got whacked by Mo's shirt.
Yeah, sure. Good. Well, that's good.
It looks good. It looks good. We'll have it live on my Facebook live and stream.
Good.
But what's your initial thoughts of Madden 20?
I think it's fun. It's a gameplay is a big deal this year. I think everybody, you want to look at the number one priority this year from the team. It's going to be all about gameplay improvements, which is great because that's what we're here for. At the end of the day, franchise mode is cool, but 80% of it is playing the games on the field.
Right.
The gameplay is really smooth. The X factors I think are really cool. I think they did a nice job at tuning ratings so that superstar players feel like superstars. And then they made little adjustments. I think everybody who's in franchise is going to be very interested to see what the ratings spread looks like this year.
Right.
We haven't gotten a look at ratings yet, but that's going to be coming out in the next couple weeks. I think it's going to be a fun game because it does, when you pick it up and you play it, it feels totally different from Madden 19.
Correct. That's true. So RPOs are in the game this year. You're gonna have that run pass option. We saw a little bit of that in the game versus Mole, where you right before you hand the ball to your running back, you have the option to stand up and throw the ball to Julio. That's running on a slant. And it's just going to add that extra element for guys to kind of increase maybe that skill gap in Madden 20. Do you see that playing a big role in the Bomber League?
Huge role. And the great part about them is there are three types of RPOs. So there's the peak, which is it's a run first, but you can cancel out of it and throw the ball.
Right.
There's the read option, which is the traditional handed off read option, or you can throw the ball.
Right.
And then you can just do the straight up where the pass is the first one you're looking at, and then the handoff is the second option. I think the biggest thing it's going to do is it's going to open up the red zone. I think everybody agrees inside of Madden 19, red zone offense is as hard as it's ever been because the defenses are so tough. The RPOs are going to put a lot of emphasis on using in the secondary. To defend some of these RPOs, some guys are going to have to start using the safeties on the backside, especially inside the 5-yard line. You use that safety on the left side, you got to either come down hard on the passing route or crash hard towards the run route. It's going to open up offense. I think scoring is going to be up a little bit, but it's going to take a second because I do think in this game, defense is very good. The pass rush is good. So I think you're going to see in the first couple months some low-scoring affairs, but as people sort of figure out RPOs, it's going to open up the playbook.
Absolutely. All right, so you talked about gameplay being changed quite a bit. One of the biggest things for us is linebacker movement. So linebackers not able to cover 3 different routes.
Yeah.
You can't take away the curl, the drag, and the deep post.
Yeah.
Linebackers aren't jumping out of the air, picking off balls.
Right.
Now, of course, in the Bomber League, you kind of tailor that with some gameplay rules that you guys have to kind of eliminate some of those Superman linebackers.
Correct.
Is that going to change gameplay for you guys, knowing that now linebackers can't do that, to try and maybe open that up for your guys in the Madden Bomber League?
No, we're going to keep it as we have it. I mean, for those of you who don't know, when you're using a linebacker and anybody in defense, you're in a zone, you got to stay within that zone, or you can go to the edge of neighboring zones. A lot of people ask why we do that. The big reason is, if you're an NFL player, you don't have that Madden camera where you can see the entire field.
Right.
With this year, with linebackers not being quite so Superman-y, it's going to change a little bit. What it's going to do is it's going to allow you see a lot of people in this Madden, they're able to sit at the bottom of zones and just read the quarterback. Once he throws it, he hits the Y button, jumps up and picks it. Now you're going to see more people roaming about in the zone and having to actually cover routes. So I'm really excited to see what it does defensively for our guys.
Blocking in the game felt a little bit smoother to me.
Yep.
Running the football.
Yep.
Of course, they made a big emphasis on that for Madden 20 versus Madden 19.
Yep.
You talked about the superstar capabilities.
Yeah.
And so when we played with the Cowboys and Mold played with the Vikings, you know, he has a superstar on the defensive line that can really get good pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence is getting great pressure for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Is pressure, the advancement in able to get some pressure on the quarterback, how big of an improvement is that from Madden 19 now we go into Madden 20?
Huge, because I think in Madden 19 you saw a lot of the meta, whether you watched franchise, whether you watched competitive, a lot of the meta was letting these 40-yard crossing routes develop down the field.
Right.
And it's because quarterbacks had 5-6 seconds in the pocket because O-lines were able to hold off that D-line. Now, with the D-line getting home faster, it's going to put more of a need for these players to make reads down the field. They're going to have to progress short to long.
Right.
If they have the time to throw that crossing route, it means your offensive line has done a great job. But it's going to require some people who are used to chucking it 15, 20 yards every play. You're going to have to find a way to hit that drag route, that slant route, that quick out route. So it's going to put a premium on reading the field as opposed to, I think, what this Madden did, which was a lot of pre-snap reads that you could just wait on to get across the field.
Right. OSU and I could stand here and talk Madden all day long. We could spend the rest of the time at EA Play standing here talking Madden. But let everybody know where they can find you. Where can they find the Madden Bomber League? Your Twitter handle, all that good stuff, because you got to follow this guy, not just for Madden, but just a good guy in our community and doing big things for our community. Coming from the franchise side, which is so important. You know, we are diehard franchise guys. To see a franchise guy on ESPN2 calling Madden games, like this excites me as a Madden player to see that grind that you've had over these past couple years. But tell them where they can find you, because they got to follow you.
Well, I'm very fortunate, so I appreciate all the love from everybody out there in the franchise community. You can follow 2 places on Twitter. At MBL Network is sort of where I tweet from. You're going to find a lot of the network stuff. At Bomber League is the league Twitter. Find us on Twitch, twitch.tv/MBL Network. That's where we have our MBL Live and bonus coverage. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. That's where all of our EA Play videos are going. We're going to have all the archives of the games there. Make sure, by the way, I got to give a big shout out. Make sure you follow twitch.tv/MudheadTV. They run those Friday Night Football tournaments that myself, Boog, Zan are calling from Alabama. Doing great stuff for the Madden community, keeping it alive, especially in a time when we haven't had a meaningful game of football played in almost 4 months. Big shout out to the guys at Mudhead. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you keep following DML. They are the Premier League on PS4. Some of the best guys out here. And I someday hope I can grow a beard like that, because I don't have the testosterone to do it yet. Someday puberty will hit and I'll get facial hair.
Hey, maybe you see your boy Xpert on Mudhead one time. We'll see. Hey,
gotta get him there.
On behalf of the DML Network, it's my boy OSU. I'm out.